Everything I spit rare, we sound a deck. RAYE area podcast, they talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again.
First release recap for the year. We did this once last year, didn't we? As like a kind of trial / didn't have anything ready, so we just spoke about a lot of albums, and it got a pretty good response. So we thought we'd start doing this more regularly this year. So for any of our regular listeners, you'll be getting this every couple of months, where we just go through some of our favourite and the biggest releases within that 2-month period. So today, we're going to talk about the beginning of this year and how, let's not beat around the bush. It's been a bit slow, but we'll get to that towards the end. But couple of standout albums we're going to talk about, and then we'll talk about some other things that we've all been listening to individually. Let's start with Young Father's Heavy Heavy. How are we feeling about that one?
Is heavy.
Heavy anxiety.
Yeah,
Right.
Trust me, that album, when I first listened to it, I don't know why I chose to listen to it on my ride home, but it actually made me feel quite scared on my journey home. And then it became a little less scary, but it still kind of was a bit, the feeling from before still lingered. And then the second time I listened to it, I was lying in bed, and again, the same roller coaster. And I just had that artwork stuck in my head. The artwork looks like demon possession, man. I don't even know. Yeah.
I think on iTunes or Apple Music, it moves as well.
Oh,
That's
no.
We don't need that.
I don't need that. And I'm not a person that gets scared, but something about that gives me bad vibes.
It's not.
What
nice
about you,
to
Theo?
look at, kind of, man. No, it's not nice to look at. It's heavy, man. And I'm one for like scary things, but I didn't like it. No, I don't like it, man. As in, like obviously the artwork. I'm not talking about the album as such, but it's a bit creepy. It stays with me. That's what I'll put it that way.
Yeah, the album's good though. Let me not.
Yeah, that's what I was
No. That's why I wasn't trying to say that. No, the album's good. Don't get me. That's why I was trying to. As soon as I said, "Oh, I don't like it," I was worried. That I saw your face. Was like, "No, I don't mean it like that. I mean it like in a sense of like it was the artwork that lingered with me." And I don't like the idea of if it's on iTunes so that moves. That just sounds creepy as hell. But no. I like the project. Solid as hell.
Yeah, it starts in a very odd place. Is the best way I can put it. Oh,
The word that comes to mind for me is spiritual. Did anyone else get that from this album?
it definitely was some
Like
kind of trip.
African spirituality. That's kind of what I was picking up on it.
Yeah, it's kind of there's a lot of chanting, and it's like ritualistic, and there's actually a lot of religious sort of rhetoric in there as well. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to pretend to understand like I know exactly what this album's about and what they're saying in each track. But the thing for me with this one is, I feel like I don't know if I'm going on the right lines here, but is balance and duality. Like you get like a lot of the lyrics in that they're kind of writing pop songs, and there's like quite a lot of positive messages in some of the lyrics. Like they say things like it's all right, have fun. You got songs like Sink or Swim, but then aside from that and the catchy hooks and everything, you've then got these really upbeat tempos that kind of make you feel on edge, and they're a bit anxiety inducing. And then you also get these like deep ad libs, like this strange voice, these like, do you get what I mean? Like there's like and then you've got these angelic vocals at the same time as well. I'm not sure what quite is going on here, but there's like a mixture of like positivity, but also this strange anxiety inducing feeling as well.
I think it's one of those albums, where it's like you can't miss the feeling they were trying to give you, or maybe I don't know, that feeling. Everybody gets that feeling listening to this album, and I don't know if it's because you see that artwork and you hear that music and you just get into that weird zone, or if it's like that's what they wanted to do. Because the first 3-4 tracks are very unsettling, but like not in like a scary way, but they're just a bit like out there.
It's odd. Their music has always been like that anyway. It's different, but. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to figure out what the album's really about, and the word that keeps coming to mind. It's things like duality and contrast and balance and things like that. Although there's just this weird frequency to it, and the tempos are really like they get the heartbeat going. There's also something about it that's quite cathartic, and like it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
That's the kind of feeling
they
I get from
assure
it.
you in every track. It's like a good vibe still.
Once it gets to
Yeah.
the end, I felt reassured. It was I think maybe Sink or Swim, where they were talking about the water's rushing in, and I didn't sink. Do you know the song I'm talking about? There's a song where they kind of reassure you about what's going on. That saved me, because honestly, when I was listening to it, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it through this. I'm gonna have to stop. And then that came on. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. But also, to be fair, it's a short listen. It's only half an hour, and it's a shame I've only listened to it twice. But that's because of how it makes me feel.
That's one point I was actually going to say. I feel like maybe some of the songs didn't get fleshed out as much as they could have, because I feel like sometimes it's like a refrain that they're repeating, or like a few different refrains. But I never really, it just from my like listening I've been doing, but I've never really noticed like an actual verse in this album. Do you know what I mean? Or like paid attention to them like rapping a verse. So I feel like maybe that was missing a bit in this compared to the other releases.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but that's why I described it as chant-like. Like you mentioned the refrains, it felt. And there's one song in particular. Well, it happens a few times, but there's one song in particular which is I think it's in a West African dialect. So I don't want to get it wrong, but I think one of the members of the band is from, or they've got Nigerian heritage, possibly. And I read a little thing actually. They were talking about how when there's certain like emotions and feelings that can't be expressed in any Western language, so they feel like they have to speak in, as they call it, their sort of their mother tongue. And yeah, like you say, there's, rather than like full verses and fleshed out tracks, there's just these refrains, these chants, and that's why I described it as spiritual at the beginning.
Do you think that's showing off like maybe their lack of skill with that use of language, even though there's probably like phrases in there that are really powerful and potent? Maybe that's a reason why like some of it's not fleshed out as much, because it's like these concepts they're not speaking in their own language.
Possibly, yeah. I never thought of it like that. What I thought about it was, again, when I was reading an interview, was that one of them in particular said that, I think especially when we were first in the pandemic, they just weren't really feeling music. Like their priority was looking after their family. They just couldn't really make music or anything like that. And when they started this album, there was just this I guess this nice feeling of being back in the studio and just sort of jamming and making music. So maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe they weren't really trying to put together a really sort of well thought out, fleshed out album. It was just about getting back in there and making music again. But that's a good point, though. I never thought of it like that.
But no, I actually,
because I don't remember.
It's a good. The thing is, it's a good album, innit? But I feel like there's some aspects lacking in it if like we hold it up against like even like Mr. Morale, like a recent album where it's like there's just other stuff going on that completes the experience.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that if you're into music, whether it's rap music or hip hop, whatever, just listen to it. It's an experience. It's very rare that you get an experience in an album
Quite pop
nowadays.
as well, in like a weird artsy way.
Pop.
For sure. No, I agree. Yeah. Like the songwriting,
and
especially.
like the anthemic
I hear what you're saying.
the anthemic little hooks that they start to do in it as well.
There's definitely pop
clearly heard
elements.
more than
I
I
did
did.
that.
But it's I completely agree. The writing and the hooks and things like that are very much pop. But it's the production and the, like I kind of said it a bit wrong earlier, but there's just some of the ad libs and the voice effects and stuff like that come in really unsettle you, and it sounds more artsy in that sense as well. That's why I just keep coming back to the word balance and duality, because there's just so much contrast between the things that they're doing, the things that they're saying, how it sounds and feels. It's definitely a visceral album. Like I've said a couple of times, gets the heartbeat.
An off-kilter album.
Off kilter, yeah.
Big words. Big words.
Like that.
The bomb.
Big words. We love big words.
But we're definitely on the border of like rap with this one. It's not. I reckon your average rap fan would be like, "Why are they talking about this one?" It's not a rap album, but I think they're definitely in the alternative hip hop space. I mean, this is
100%.
Yeah.
I thought that goes without question, but I guess you guys have made me think, oh, okay, maybe they're a bit poppy-ish. But what if they're just genre-less musicians? Isn't that all right?
That's the thing. They actually are that. But like, I think just the fact that two of the three members are black and they rap in songs makes it like hip hop. I'm just being real.
Coming back to last week's episode.
Oh god, yeah. Follow up.
Oh god,
That's funny. Oh god, what was I going to say? No, it's gone. Should we move on to the other sort of standout album this year that we've all been checking out? RAYE, My 21st Century Blues. Kieran, I feel like you really like this one, don't you? Or not?
It was like heavily on my radar. I'll say I'm not into it like at all, to be honest. At all. So I feel like we should start on a more positive note. I don't know if anyone else.
Well, I did a lot more research.
Kieran,
into
I'm feeling you as well, because you brought this to my attention, and I've seen that it was getting lots of plays. And I'm not gonna lie, I listened to it and I was like, I was vibing at the beginning, but I don't know, man. It was it was the second listen, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm feeling this at all, but I can't. It's not bad. Let's put it straight. It's not bad. It's just I can't say it's standout for me, but. I've seen loads of positives. No, I've seen loads of positives on it, and I've seen that there's good critics on it. I just don't know. It just didn't wow me. Just put it that way. It didn't wow me. That's the only thing. It's not bad.
Definitely, because I feel like she's trying to do what Lauryn Hill did, but it's just you can't. If she's doing it, you can't help but like use that as the reference point. Then and then you start to realize, wow, this is so much more like shallow, or like almost like, I don't want to be rude, but it is a bit like childish. Some of the like artistic choices she makes.
Ow. Wait, Sam. Wait. Let's go, because we were going to go positive, and Sam said you've been doing your research or something like that. What's
Well, she'd been signed to a record label for the longest time, since she was probably apparently 17 or something. A pretty decent record label. So she's written a lot of songs for other people. And when I was doing my research, she was basically saying, you may not have heard of this person, but you've heard of her music before. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I thought, coming into the album, it's just an example of a young person writing the music that they, well, who knows when this music was written? But it was just an example of a young person writing the music that they want to hear, type thing. It wasn't. I didn't get that she's biting Lauryn Hill vibes per se. I just thought, this is a good album.
the thing that reminded me about Lauryn Hill is there's two things. There's one which is the very basic, and I almost feel like I'm being lazy saying this, but it's just the simple fact that she raps and sings.
Yeah,
and I feel like, but I didn't really want to touch on that much more because it's pointless. Loads of people do that. The other reason was, I guess, the beginning of the album with that little skit, the sort of introduction, as if you're at some sort of, like open mic or live show or something like that, reminded me a bit of how, I know it's a completely different setting with Lauryn Hill's, which is in the classroom, but it gave that element of there's a theme here, and there's maybe going to be this overarching story where we get skits and this and that. But we didn't really get that with this, right? There's the kind of the intro, and then there's something at the end.
This is the problem.
There's not really much in between.
She uses like multiple some like narrative devices. Like she's like in the first three tracks, there's a bit of like commentary going on between her and the listener. Like, this is the song where this happened, and now this happened. She's like doing this at the start or end of a song. But then you've also got this other device of like being at the concert. And then I swear there's a third one, but I can't remember.
No, because you're starting to remind me, because isn't it at the I want to say at the beginning, like the first a couple of tracks at the end, and there is that commentary, and they are like just discussing like what's going on, and that's, again, you can put that as a link to, well, it's not necessarily, I think it's, to be honest, it can't be quite basic of a link to link it to Lauryn Hill, but I don't know if I like that sort of element at the end, if I'm being completely honest, sorry. I think that's what really put me off, to be honest with you.
Would you say
I just felt like it wasn't needed?
I was going to say, would you say it's too sort of simple and on the nose? Is that like?
Oh, it's something like Logic would do. But
yes,
I have more words for him.
No, honestly, it would be something Logic.
It's such a 100%. Logic thing to do.
100%.
So I kind of, this is going to make sense. I'll segue. I kind of remember what I was going to say about Young Fathers now, and it will link into this. So what we were saying about genreless music, what I was going to say about Young Fathers is whether it's your cup of tea or not, you can't deny that they are original and that the album that they put together is very interesting. And I guess
100%.
there's not really much else out there like it. With RAYE, what I got from it is she's a great singer, good songwriter, well produced, but I'm not sure what makes her stand out among her contemporaries. Like, we just got SZA's album a couple months ago, and I'm like, what? So, right, I don't know why I'm saying SZA. The person that I thought of, right, that really, like, I really thought of, literally the first track, I'm like, wow, was Georgia Smith. I was like,
100%.
this
She sounds like
is
Georgia
kind
Smith,
of
actually.
in that lane.
Yeah.
The difference with Georgia Smith was when I first heard Blue Lights sort of 7 years ago, whenever it came out, I was like, oh, this is fresh. Whereas with this, it's like, again, it's good and great singer, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not sure what stands her apart from other people within her lane. But I don't want to be harsh or like sound like I'm criticizing her or anything like that. It's just more, I think Theo said it. I wasn't wowed either. I thought this is a good listen. I've gone back to it, but it's just not. There's something not hitting, and I think it's just there's not originality there compared
There's
to
an
other
audience
artists.
for it though. Like, I think it's like Gen Z girls.
Which there's a
I
big
think that's the
single as well,
audience.
right? Is there a big single in the charts as well? I
Escapism,
think?
which is actually
Yeah.
a pretty good song.
Yeah.
But it came
That's
out
the thing,
last
it's
year.
all
That
good.
one.
Like, I feel like the album's good, and in fact, there's one song I want to give props to. One song that actually kind of moved me a bit was "Ice Cream Man." That was kind of harrowing, actually, what she was talking about, like the whole harassment of the producer and
I
things
found
like
that
that.
too
And
on the nose though.
I get you, yeah, and
storytelling
that's what I
is-
was alluding to with the kind of the theme, and that is that it is kind of, yeah, it's a bit basic, but at the same time, that song was like one of the few where I was like, it kind of, I felt for her in that song. The other song that, again, and I know you're probably going to think the same about it being on the nose, and I do agree to an extent, but I quite liked it, was the Mary Jane track, and how she, each verse was dedicated to a different vice, but it was sung in like a sexy way, and it was like, it's not like we've never heard it before, but I guess what I'm trying to say is she's clearly been through stuff and she's got things to say. It's not like this is just sort of redundant, like trashy pop music or anything like that. She seems
it's
interesting.
actually good. It's good pop music, to be fair. Like, if you're talking in that like Dua Lipa kind of lane, but
What if she's like the next artist that we have that has that global appeal? Because I feel like she might have that, and we're not a fan of it, but you know, the wider public that we also hate so much might be a fan of it.
it's possible. But I feel like the label held back this album for so long because she was so stuck on doing this vision that feels like maybe like a 17 to 18-year-old did make, and like she's well past that age now.
Well, she's not with the
Maybe
label
what
anymore.
comes
Apparently, apparently she somehow got out of the deal. But
She forced that, yeah, it's just so she could drop this album.
yeah, but what I'm thinking, maybe she's that next up. Do you know what I mean? Like she's definitely got the.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
She's
true.
got the
Now that she's got
ability.
this out, she's got this one out, so that vision's gone now. So what's new for her?
What if she becomes
The
like
next
prolific?
one could be
Exactly. And starts
the
dropping.
next one
album
could be
after
more
album.
mature,
Exactly.
more complex.
Yeah, I'm not like shutting her down at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's shut her down. Like you said, that's probably why she pushed for this to come out, so she get off the label, and then the next one might be the one, and then just should probably convert me in that album. But yeah, no, it's not bad. I just said it. The biggest point that I wanted to make was the fact that it just didn't wow me. She's a great singer, but she does great things. There's not anything bad about it. But yeah.
Well,
She's
just
spitting
wait
at
and
times
see.
too as well.
So
that
you're
she
classing her in the pop genre. We're just discussing her because she's UK based and that type of thing. We're not saying she's like hip hop at all.
She raps though, and she is
raps,
in part. She's in part of the urban scene in
okay.
quoted commas. Yeah,
I-
like she
I-
made
I would
tracks
say
with
more.
Koji. Kojo Funds.
Yeah,
She done what with Kojo
I'd
Funds?
call her
She's
more
made
like
tracks with Kojo.
Oh right, okay.
I'd say she's an R&B singer, but there's certainly pop elements to it. It's a pop album essentially, but it's to me, yeah, she's R&B and she does a bit of rapping, so that's why we included her. But we're going to get to it towards the end. But there's not been much to really dig into
Just maybe reaching.
with a bit of depth. You know, I know we're not doing our usual reviews here where we really sort of break it down and give scores and all that, but there wasn't much else beyond these two albums, really, I think, that we wanted to talk about at this kind of length. But should we talk about some of the other stuff that came out or things that we're listening to? Does anyone want to start?
I'm not gonna lie, the first two I haven't listened to, and you know everyone knows why I haven't listened to Logic, but the Maxo thing I just didn't get around to. It came out last week. I just haven't had the time to hit play on it. You know.
Yeah, well, Maxo. I mean, has everyone heard of Maxo or?
I thought it was Maxo Cream.
Cream. Yeah, I thought it was
I-
Maxo
yeah.
Cream, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not Maxo Cream. Maxo's I believe, an LA rapper. Might be their third album now, but they've done things with The Alchemist, and they're kind of in what I call that Earl Baby lane, where you can clearly hear that Earl Sweatshirt influence in their music. But yeah, they dropped a new album recently, or last week even, called Even God Has a Sense of Humor. And yeah, I think if you're into, like I say, that kind of the sort of some rap songs Earl onwards era, and you like artists like Mike, but also some of the Chicago artists like Mick Jenkins or Saba, this is one for you. I'd say check that one out. But yeah, that's been in rotation for me the last week or so. You mentioned Logic as well.
I don't
Album
listen to
is
Logic.
hard.
He
Nah,
retired, and
we need
I
to-
respected that.
We need to talk about this
Nah,
because
you know
Logic's
what?
done 2 for
Nah,
2 now.
okay. Yeah, he has. You know, Kieran was
2 for
right.
2.
It's like
This album's not as good as Vinyl Days.
Two.
I don't think this album's as good as Vinyl Days, honestly.
It's
but like,
not. Vinyl Days is. I'm sorry, Vinyl Days that goes down as a.
Vinyl Days is
that
hard,
album,
like, from
that
top to
album
bottom.
is hard, and I'm so glad we mentioned it in the halfway, even though Sam tried to shut us down. But Vinyl Days, I just have to put it out there. That album is fire. That album's it's fire.
this is a good follow up to that. Dude. I feel like he's
100%.
honored what he did on Vinyl Days, but like, I don't know, if maybe relaxed a bit more. There's a bit more fun.
But there's
I don't
no
think,
pressure, is there? Like, he doesn't care what people think of him now. I think that's why I like it. That's why
He
I
says
think I
that
like
as
it
well.
more, because he doesn't feel like he has to please everybody. So he's just doing what he likes to do, and it comes
Mm-hmm.
across in his music, and you can hear the passion and the flows. And this album's solid.
So-
that song Lightsabers is
Oh,
just
Lightsabers is
incredible.
fire. I'm
yeah.
sorry, that's
Yeah, the production on that, I
Jesus.
love.
That is just Six goes off with his production on this album as well. I feel he needs a
Can
shout
I
out.
ask something?
Yeah,
So like Sam, admittedly, I've not checked the album. I don't know if I've ever made my feelings clear about Logic on here, but I'll just very briefly summarize. The way I feel about Logic is he's technically a very good rapper, but to me, he has little to nothing to say. Or like the stuff that he does say of interest, he doesn't really. It's all surface level. So that's how I feel about Logic.
He's fun though.
With that being said,
It's fun
would
to
you
listen to.
recommend this album to someone
I
like
think
me?
so.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
there's
I do.
so many
I
90s
do.
rappers and great 90s albums
Yeah.
where like the rappers are just talking rubbish, but like it's just fun music.
So you're saying he's like that? What's that song? Rapper's Delight. It's like hip hop, the hip, then a hip. He's just chatting some next
he's just
rubbish.
rapping. He does touch on interesting topics in his album though, to be honest. Like there's like
does.
even though it's on the nose, like there's a mental health song where like he actually comes with such a strong take that it's like, well, fair enough, like he actually knows what he's
Nah,
talking
that
about.
Suicide song, that was, do you know what, that was where I thought I might get into Logic when he had that Suicide song, and then I realised I actually don't like that. Like, it was a bit too, like, I'm sure there's people that would have killed themselves after hearing that song.
Oh my god.
but
Not because it's bad, but because it's like the theme tune for that, you know? It's not good to do that for people.
But didn't he
does
actually
touch
say like? Didn't it save a load of people like that song?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
you
it has-
can't ask the
that's
people
why-
that are dead,
that's why it
can
went
you?
mainstream. But,
Loads of people called the number after listening to it and stuff. So that's why like, I hope I've never. I know we sometimes joke around on the group and that. I never want to like disrespect Logic too much because he seemed like a decent, well-intentioned person, and I think a lot of the hate that he gets is unfair. It's like just like I said, it's just. I guess from my favorite artists, particularly rappers, and that I appreciate it when they give us a little bit more introspection and I guess vulnerability and things like that. And with Logic, it's just always, like I say, been very much surface level. But look, if the music's good and it's fun, then maybe I should check it out. But
There's good
And he does
features as
touch
well,
on,
man.
he does touch on points, because he touches on the fact of like his addiction and his addiction. He's willing to please like everybody, and how it's affected him mentally, and how he doesn't care. He does touch on some points. They are there in the album, and it's good to hear. And it just sounds.
He
I'm not
knows
gonna lie,
what-
it just sounds fun. So
He knows what we think about him, kind of thing,
Yeah.
and he's like very aware to the point where it's like it's cool. You don't have to like him to listen to this album and enjoy the album.
okay, all right. Sounds like I should check out Lightsabers maybe, and then go from there.
The features as well. There's good ones.
Okay. I tell you what though, the person who I feel like is going to be their year, Potter Paper. That guy.
The two singles were good.
Pot of
They were
Paper
serious
is-
singles.
is a hidden national treasure, and I wish more people respected that guy, man.
His voice is just incredible.
So good. So good. The passion in this latest single. What's the latest single called again?
Ooh, two something. Take two. Second act.
No. Wait, I'll find it. Intermission.
So first it was Blame Brexit,
That was the
Blame
one.
Brexit was the first single.
and the other one I did it in Best Beat. It's called
Multifaceted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beat is just crazy. On that.
Multifaceted. Woof.
He's already
Theo,
got
what do
two
you think of
classics.
Potter Paper?
Oh, God.
what I think of Pot of Paper, I think he's absolutely fire from the point from was it that album or was it the mixtape? Why am I not remember the one where he's like got it looks like a tattoo? I need to find this album because I had that on repeat.
It looks like a tattoo.
Repeat.
Wow.
No, repeat. Where is it? No, no. It's it looks like a because you see tattoos in it. It's Thanks for Waiting. I had
Oh,
that album.
really?
I have that album. No, obviously that's not when I first heard of Potter Paper. I'm just saying, in general, this guy's fire. I'm aware
Training Day
about him.
3 is where I locked
Yeah.
into his frequency, man.
Yeah, honestly, he's fire. I've got high things to say about him. He's always on my radar.
Yeah. So we got two singles, two videos. Are we thinking projects in the next couple months, maybe?
I hope so.
I think that's what he's gearing
Yeah,
up
me too.
towards. I think he's finally,
interested.
because he got out of prison and he was trying to figure out what was going on and whatever. I think he's found his groove. You know, like how Heady One had that whole like gearing up to a big project thing, and then he dropped the project and it hit. I think that's where he's at the moment. He's just trying to find his feet after coming out of prison, and he's 3 years out now, and he's like, right, I think I've made enough good music to know what the streets want type thing. But he can't miss, man. Two classics, Purpose and Gangsteritis. Them songs will play forever.
Yeah. I really hope we get something soon. He is leading
Need
the
some
way
more
for me
UK
so
rap from that level.
And he picks some outstanding beats. That's one thing. Like he gets beats that I don't think any other UK rapper could get. And I don't know how he gets them, but he's got some amazing production. But like behind
That's
him
what I
all
was
the
saying
time.
about multifaceted. Like it sounds almost like a Kanye production. It's cool.
He's got something going on over there.
Barking Lad as well, right?
Yeah, he's local.
That's
He's
what I'm
it
saying.
makes me think
He's
there
like-
might have
that's
been a
what we
time
gotta
where I would have picked up
represent,
off him or
man.
something. The way he's rapping about right near where we live, I'm like, I must have
Trust
surely.
me. I think that's what guesses me as well. Knowing that we're just like it was just down the corner, I'm like, represent, man. It just gets me gassed.
Yeah, I'm not going back to Barking anytime soon. No, not.
Barking's all right, man. They're
I've
gentrifying.
never had
now.
good experiences there.
Really?
Oh,
all right in there.
Barking, man.
They got
Jeez.
women. They got food. That's all you need, man.
And
Nah.
that train station's dead.
Gotta drop the bomb. One time for Barking.
If we move across the pond to legend is an understatement. Lil Wayne surprised us last week
Oh
with
my
that
goodness.
Can't Nobody single.
And Swizz Beats production.
Oh,
as well.
Swiss Beat, I was so shocked that was Swiss Beats because I was like, this beat is fire. And then when I saw it was Swiss Beats, I was like,
course it's
okay. Oh, no, but obviously
Wayne's nasty, man.
I've always liked Swiss Beats, but I was like, okay, we stepping up like that, man. That beat is
Do
something
you know?
else.
I think Wayne has like at least 3 projects in the works at the moment that he's been meaning to drop for a couple of years. So hopefully we get something.
What's stopping him from dropping his music? Is it just he just doesn't want to, or is he still in that weird Young Money deal thing?
I think he's actually in a really like, because Wayne throughout his whole career has always dropped music like non-stop. Like he's probably the most prolific rapper. I don't know if that's accurate, but he's one of the most.
Yeah.
I feel like he's focusing because I don't know. This is sounding different.
Yeah, I don't,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
when
know.
he decides to when he decides to like just bar, he seems to be getting better and better, right?
I think he's rapping better than he's ever rapped before. To us, like the way he's rapping on that new tune is disgusting.
Yeah. But it's just been like there's been certain features over the years. Like I know the one on Tyler's last album was high up on all of our lists that year, and songs like Mahogany, just like the ones where he's really tapping in and he's like, right, I'm gonna rap my ass off. He just keeps getting better and better, and he says some wild stuff as well, man.
I think we just need 10 tracks. Your
mama, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I was like, you're disgusting. What are you talking about?
I love the bars.
So we're thinking he's going to go for what, the Carter 6? Is that what we're thinking?
I think that's what this one is.
There's a couple of mixtapes as well, though. There's some mixtapes in there for sure.
When I found this on Hot New Hip Hop, it said something like Wayne gears up for the Carter 6 with this single. So we'll see.
We need to talk about that one day, about how the Carter albums are actually untouchable. All 5 of them.
They are untouchable.
We'll do a disco,
they are just absolutely fire.
We should do a special.
Yeah, well, just the Carters in general. I'm thinking about the Carter 5, thinking about the Carter 4, the Carter 3.
Series.
They're all crazy.
Carter 2
they are
as well.
crazy. They are crazy because then it should be a good discussion point on what's your favorite album from that Carter series, because they're all like kind of unique and fire in their own right. I keep chopping and changing, man, because
different
Carter 3. I ain't gonna lie, it's the Carter 4 for me. I'll give it a spoiler, but the Carter 3 bangs.
The Carter 3 has got so many memories, man. Oh, that is just iconic.
I think that's our contemporary album in that moment.
Yeah, no, that album has too many hits.
Yeah,
that still
I've said
bangs
this before a few times. Like that was one of the 3 albums that kind of started off my hip hop journey. That was one of the ones you gave me, Theo. Carter 3.
Yeah, the Carter 3's fire, man. Yeah, honestly, that album's just incredible. It's stuck with me for life. It's just unbelievable album. But then
also,
I can't
talking point
sleep on. Yeah,
oh, sorry, go on.
No, carry on, Kieran. I was just saying I can't sleep on the other Carters though. That's the problem. Like 4 and 5 are just. And let's not forget about 2 and 1 as well. They need shouting at as well. But it's they're all just firing their own right.
I was gonna say I think in that Grammys like that Vox Pop thing that you shared, Theo, where it was like who's the best rapper of all time. I feel like half the people actually said Lil Wayne, which is it's telling.
Oh, because
I'm the one that shared that, by the way, but still.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that's telling though. Like most people do actually think it in the rap community. I'm not surprised, to be honest.
You hear Wayne and a lot of people, right? Though. Kendrick being one.
100%.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's on some stuff. But I think we'll be ending up having a review, if not a Discog discussions of Lil Wayne at some point, because we're doing ourselves dirty that we've named a lot of GOATs and we haven't named Lil Wayne yet in any of that, or like done anything special for him.
It probably makes sense to do a Carter series special though, because like Kieran said, so much music, man. It would be so hard to do a Discog.
You can't do the
whole. You wouldn't be able to listen to it all in time. Like I've listened to it all, but I wouldn't be able to listen to it again to make a succinct opinion on it.
Or we could do Goat Talk and rank the Carter series.
Let's do that.
That's fire.
A Lil Wayne special.
Fire.
Gotta lock that one in. Yeah. If you don't hear from us in the next 6 months with one of those, get on us, listeners. Get in the fucking Discord.
Yeah, let's rank the Carters. So someone else right next to Pot of Paper for me that I'm loving so far this year is my guy Fly Anakin. 2 for 2 with the singles. You heard those?
Singles are nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the feature guy though. Whoever the feature artist was, he was going a little bit crazy too.
It's like, I like what you said though, Sam, when you described it. You were like, it's like he just turns up the studio and this is like the vibe that's going on. They just make a track and then drop it.
Yeah.
It really does feel like that.
I don't feel like there's too much thought going on. There's too much. It was like, listen, this is what we're on. Yeah, this is what we're on. Bounce that, get out of there. That was it.
I love it.
He's sounding clearer on these singles as well. Like there's something different with the delivery. I'm not quite sure what it is. Usually
it used to be incoherent. I can't lie, like his raps were incoherent before, even though it sounded good.
Does anyone know they're like building something with this though? Because the first artwork was the television with the remote, and then this one's the television on now. I don't know if they're gearing up towards a project or something, but that's what I noticed when you sent me the other 2 tracks.
Attention.
I was like, oh, there's something going on there.
Yeah, you're paying attention. I like that. That's making me get a bit excited for the project now.
Is it confirmed there's a project coming?
I don't know actually. I've not looked enough deep into it, but I would assume so. Judging by the artwork and the level of detail, I would assume yes. And it sounds like there's maybe some sort of theme there. So yeah, we'll have to look out for that. Fly Anakin is on a run right now.
He's one to watch this year. Yeah.
And then the other one I wanted to bring up because it seemed to get quite a bit of buzz, and then it's gone a bit quiet with it. Is 210s, Corday and Anderson .Paak.
I liked that. I sent it in the group, but no one was vibing with me. I was like, okay, I guess it's just me then.
I like it. I tell you why I like it, because of Anderson freaking .Paak.
Exactly, because of Anderson
He's the
.Paak.
one who
If you watch the
kills it,
video,
man.
though,
Absolutely.
look at what Corday's doing in the video.
He's
But he's meant to be the bad. He's meant to be the bad guy in that one.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Corday's a feature on his own
so
songs,
cringe
though.
sometimes, man.
So is this
I
a
can't-
Corday
I can't
hate
deal with
podcast
this
now? Is that what we've become?
No, it's not Corday hate, because I'm sorry, I cannot forgive a man that comes onto a track and says he is the best rapper under 25. I'm sorry, it's
He's
just
26 now as well, so it's
why
peak.
he had to bite of Kendrick and then he has to do something like that. It's the most cringe-worthy thing ever. And then when he went on, what is it? Why have I forgot the freestyle thing in LA? What is it? Power.
LA Leakers.
Yeah, LA Leakers. That's the one. And he's just like getting too gassed of himself and
Didn't he, like, dash the microphone or something?
He dashed the microphone, thought he was too nice, and then just jumped up and left. I'm sorry, you're not that nice, man.
I'm not here for this slander. I quite liked that song. 210s and never.
You know, Corday, he kind of, like, I'm gonna say again, he kind of reminds me of Logic. Like, he knows how to rap and how to sound good with the raps. He's not as corny as Logic, but like, maybe he'll end up being as corny as Logic, to be honest. I can't lie. Like, there's only so many times you can like just like copy how like 90s rappers used to rap. Because I feel like that's what he does.
I quite like the song. I think it's vibey. I think it could have been a hit.
Yeah, me
it might
too.
be a hit, but obviously, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm seeing Anderson .Paak later this year, but he's not.
No,
even
the
being
Anderson
.Paak.
.Paak thing is sick. I can't lie. That's
Anderson
my
.Paak makes
feature of
a
the
song.
The
year.
concept.
Let's just say it. Anderson .Paak makes a song. Let's just say it. And I'm not
The
a Corday
concept's
hater, I'm
good.
just saying facts,
You know,
man.
devil and the angel on the shoulder type vibes. That's what it was giving me.
Yeah. The song's good. The song is good, but Anderson .Paak makes the song. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Corday does a little nice little. I'm not hating on
I
his
feel
bars,
like
he does
any
his
rapper
thing.
would have done better than Corday on that
thank
track.
you.
You know?
Kieran knows, man. Kieran knows.
Just anyone, but
Kieran
Corday.
knows. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, what are we saying?
You two
What
have
are we
private
saying?
side conversations
What
because
are
none
we
of this was
saying?
expressed
Like,
in the group
Corday
chat.
did a little. What did he do? Did a little nice verse. You put any rapper on there, they're doing just as good, if not better.
No, that's out of order. That's foul. Sam looks hurt as well. Sam, I'm with you. I really like the song. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a good little song, but you know what? Everybody has their opinions and they're entitled to them. But if they're wrong, then I would tell them they're wrong and they are wrong.
Oh, Kieran, man.
I feel he went too far.
It's like, I wanted to bring it to the chat because I feel like it's one of the better songs so far this year, one of the better singles. But it kind of leads on to the final thing I wanted to bring up, which is it's been a slow start, right, to this year. And I know that January is usually quiet and sometimes it can take until the summer for us to start getting like a real sort of run of important albums and high-level albums. But I feel like we're recording this now, 27th of February. There's not been much. Like, it's probably one of the quietest, if not the quietest years.
I do hear it, Sean. I remember saying to you in person, I feel like it was because we had some albums in December that are kind of like living their run at the start of this year, like Metro Boomin's one, Little Sim's one with her live performances.
Yeah, maybe
I think,
maybe it's a
like,
drought year.
Glorilla's
Though.
About all of that.
Could be a drought year. We've had 2 pretty good years, including the pandemic year.
I think the drought is over, guys, because on Friday, like Don Toliver dropped as well, Logic dropped. So I think the drought's over now. I wanted to talk about Don Toliver.
I've listened to. I've listened to the first half. I actually like it. I think it's decent. So,
I think the
but I do think
production's
it's
actually incredible on it.
I agree. But it has been slow. Like, there's no two ways about it. But then I think everybody was dropping in 21 and 22. So there's always going to be a bit of a slow start to this year. It might pick up later on. But just have to wait and see.
Kieran kind of touched upon it. We had a chat in person and I said to Kieran how this is the first year where I felt old. in that
Trust
when
me.
I do my well, it's not daily like it used to be, but when every few days when I have a look for new music and check music news and this and that, and I'm looking through, for instance, like hot new hip hop or GRM Daily or whatever. I'm just constantly scrolling through because there's just no artist that I'm like, oh, I want to check them out or this or that. And I was saying to Kieran, I don't know whether it is that the level at the minute is not what it used to be. Like this time 9-10 years ago, it felt like there was a song every day and an album every week. But that was our era, I guess, that we grew up in. Or is it that, I'm just getting a bit old and like this new generation of artists are just not my cup of tea, and
But this music might not be for us as
I
well.
can't work it out.
They're in a big melodic rap phase, and there's a lot of like nonsense. Like it sounds like what everyone else used to say about our generation, but in this generation, it's literally true. They're just saying anything that sounds wavy. Like it doesn't even make any sense. And
The
Lil
substance
Uzi,
has really gone.
yeah,
hasn't
Lil
it?
Uzi jumps into that, but it's like we know he can rap, but it's just his big hit songs are just the songs where he's just saying random rubbish and making noises, which is fine. But that's what's happening. That's literally all that's happening, and I can't, I can't speak on the state of hip hop.
Like I think one of the best singles this year is Skrillex and Missy Elliott, Ratata. But like even that chorus it puts me off because I'm just like, this is just silly. Like
Really, I
this is
want
the
to
kind of
say
beat that goes ratata. Like what does that actually mean?
she says that in her songs. She says that this is the kind of beat that goes rat-ta-ta.
I don't know if we needed it to be a chorus of a song though.
Sex me so good, I say blah blah blah. Work it, hey. If I'm honest, the best verse of the year for me is fucking Ice Spice and Pink Pantheress, and it's not a good verse at all. Well, it's just catchy, and I think sometimes if a song's catchy, you can't help but like it.
I love it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But do you know what I've been thinking as well? Like, don't get me wrong, I still think that maybe it's more a case of me just not being into what's new and what the new trends are and all that, and being a bit sort of, I guess, out of touch. But this is something that Kieran, I was like, I kind of alluded to, but I didn't go into depth when we were talking. But I feel like we may have been kind of, I don't want to sound like I'm being like fans of Music Are Entitled, but I mean this with the utmost respect. I feel like we've kind of been robbed of a generation of great artists in that we lost Pop Smoke, we lost XXX Tentacion, we lost Juice Smoke, and I feel like that era
Facts.
has been diminished because of that. And maybe what I said, the former being that the level of music is not on what we had 9-10 years ago, is maybe correct, because those big names that had so much potential were taken far too soon.
I agree. I feel like those three artists definitely would have been like forerunners, and it's not like when Biggie and Pac died, and it was like there's Jay-Z and Nas still though, like they've been active as young as. I feel like, I mean, there's Uzi Vert, but like his songs I Just Want to Rock, that's like his last song in the past year. Do you know what I mean? So it's clearly a bad state right now for
I'm
this
just
new
sad
generation.
we lost Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke had the potential to take over the whole game. He had it
100%.
all going. He was giving the substance. He was living what he was talking about, and he had the voice. But realistically, when you're living what you're talking about, that's what happens. You know what I mean? And it's so unfortunate what happened to him, man. So
And
unfortunate.
XXX Tentacion as well, like despite his personal life, I feel like
Do you
that guy
know
was
Drake
gonna
is
make
getting
some
taken to
incredible
court for that?
music.
Is he?
Yeah, well, Drake copied him though.
No. Drake is getting taken to court for the murder of him. That case is still going on.
Huh? Oh, no.
Google that. Seriously, Drake is getting taken to court for the
no.
murder of Tentacion.
Oh no.
The bars are getting pulled up, much like what's happening to Young
you.
Thug and Gunna, where they pull up your bars and go, well, did you mean this or didn't you mean this? Because there were 10 bodies found here, and you did say you dropped 10 bodies on that day. So what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, there's a case where Drake...
it's that new thing where they're using lyrics as
It's not
proof
new.
in
It's
court.
been happening in the UK for ages. That's why Digga D makes up all these
Trending.
random words for stabbing people, because he can't say it anymore.
So I went. I've been seeing this whenever I've been checking the news of the whole like Drake and X thing and that. And there's been rumors and conspiracies for a long time that Drake had something to do with it, and it all stems from the whole biting. Is it "Look at Me" or something like that song? Or
for KMT.
or maybe it doesn't stem from that. This is why I didn't want to touch it, because I think it's a bit messy.
That's when the
but
beef started.
I think-
100%.
I think
Yeah.
I think I read yesterday though that the jury or whatever have decided they're not going to speak to Drake about it. I don't think it's got enough credence.
They were trying to subpoena him
I
or
would
something.
I'd highly doubt that Drake had anything to do with that at all.
But that's exactly what he wants you to believe. What if Drake is the smokiest
Drake's
guy?
a villain though. Drake is Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. Like he
my.
will do some
my
dark
goodness.
things.
Full stop.
behind-
Drake is Kevin
no.
Spacey. Let's just put that out there.
That is.
He's probably done similar things.
Oh my god.
No way, no.
Anyway,
We have to
moving
stop
swiftly on from that.
Yeah, no, you got to move on, man.
Speaking
Move on
about
from
our
that
generation
topic.
and people that are coming out, let's get on to the upcoming releases. Sean's favorite rapper at the moment, Slow Tie, dropping
Oh, yeah.
something.
What?
I don't know. I feel like you like
Oh
Slow
yeah,
Tie the
dropping in a
most.
few days.
Yeah,
apparently.
is it
This
this
week.
Friday?
No,
Oh, but
Slow
this-
Tie's not.
This episode would have dropped by then, actually. Bearing in mind.
Slow Tie would have dropped by then. I'm at to be kind of clear with Slow Tie. I think we spoke about it, actually. I think in our most anticipated, we all were somewhat underwhelmed by his previous release, even though we thought it was a good album, some of us thought it was a great album, but we were somewhat underwhelmed. I'm not sure how I feel about the singles for this one. I've enjoyed the videos. I think the marketing and what he's been doing in the build up has been really creative, but I'm not sure whether this is going to be my cup of tea based on the singles, but we'll have to wait and see.
That first single was cool, remember, but it's starting to feel like maybe it's not the right like mix of producers going on in this album at the moment.
What if he brings it all together, though?
Yeah, I mean, look, I have faith. I think he's a very talented artist, but it feels like he's going more in an indie direction, but not the kind of indie that I personally am into. That doesn't mean it's bad music. It's just my personal taste. Kind of like what he's been doing with, is it Muramasa? That artist? I can't remember how you pronounce it. But we'll see. I like Slow Tie. He's a cool guy. Creative. Let's see what he does. But
His
that's
upcoming
another.
albums look boring, though. I can't lie. I do not want to listen to Avelino's album. I'm just going to say that now.
It might not be for us.
Um,
Again, it might be one of those ones we're
yeah.
just out of touch. I don't know if we're out of touch. We might be getting a bit old manny.
But didn't Avelino have a single with Hit Boy or a single produced by Hit Boy last year? Or have I just completely made that up?
I think you're right, but I don't know if I liked it.
Oh, okay. Moving on. But speaking of Hit Boy, though, I noticed that Music Soul Child and Hit Boy are dropping an album next
Oh,
month.
that's
So
cool.
I guess,
That's cool.
yeah. Just any Hit Boy, really, I want to hear.
Yeah.
To be
Music
honest.
Soul Child's been going for ages, though. I didn't really realize he was still trying to make music.
Well, Hit Boy is the guy now for reviving careers, isn't he? So,
Was Music Soul Child on Freddie Gibbs' album?
Could have been.
oh, I think he was.
It couldn't
I
be
think
done.
he was,
Right?
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on that really good song as well. So,
Yeah. Black is coming back. Is it? Have we got
that
any
one I'm
Black fans
interested
in?
in as well. Yeah, like, I think Black's a good artist. So,
He had a weird little thing with, the album cover with the bear. That was the good album, and I was like, yeah,
was an amazing
I'm
album.
loving this guy. And then I just stopped caring. I don't know
I
what
know,
happened.
I know, man. I didn't even care about that J. Cole track as well, but there was a few good songs on that album. The second one.
I don't know. Maybe he's just one of those people that's just falling through the cracks, and we're sleeping on him, and we'll look back in time and be like, oh, why weren't we listening to Black?
Yeah, there's something about his tone of voice that is always very. What's the word? Don't know. It cuts through you in a good way. It's
It reminds me
Yeah,
of
I
when The
don't know.
Weeknd came out, and it was just like, oh, this is a nice voice in R&B.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean actually. And then we've got some more underground artists coming out with people like Pink Sifu and Black Thought, Atmosphere. But the one that doesn't have a release date but was kind of teased a couple of weeks ago is Benny the Butcher.
I
And,
told you they're going to keep dropping, but no one wants to hear me. That
that
Griselda
meant to be
must not
soon.
stop.
But this was, I think it was was it during the Super Bowl or was it the Grammys? Probably the Grammys. It was him and Hit Boy did like a Instagram live or so, or uploaded something apparently. So I think that what they're implying is that the next album is a collab and maybe a follow up to what was
Burden
oh
of
my
Proof.
goodness, what was Benny's album with Hit Boy?
That album was
Yeah, said it, Burden of
sick.
Proof.
Yeah.
Burn the proof. That's it.
Yeah.
So, and that's a direction I kind of want Benny to go in. Actually,
We'll just lock in with one
working
producer.
someone like Hit Boy again.
100%.
Yeah.
So we hopefully see
That
that.
was.
But
Do you know that was actually when I think that was after King's Disease, and it was like Hit Boy did the Burden of Proof, and it was like, oh wait, Hit Boy's actually come serious now. Like he's leveled up different.
Yeah.
And then straight after King's Disease 2 came out, it was like, okay. So
Yeah, that's where we started rating
Yeah.
everybody that was working with Hit Boy, because we're like, oh, Hit Boy's got it, and he's picking the right people to go on his stuff, you know?
yeah. But also, like we talk about this. I mean, I certainly do, which is I've always felt, or I felt for a long time, that Benny is the one that will go the furthest in terms of popularity and scope and that out of the Griselda collective. And it feels like Hit Boy is the right person to do that with, in my opinion. I can't really think of a better producer. Like you all know how much I love The Alchemist, but I don't think that another collab with The Alchemist, for instance, or like Derringer again, is going to take him to that next level. It's more because of the name. Whereas Hit Boy is going to give you that sound and that I guess that star appeal to take you to that next level, if that's where Benny wants to go. But I certainly think he would fit in with that kind of next level of artist in terms of popularity. So hopefully we get that, because we need a big release, man. I don't necessarily mean something that's going to like top the charts and get billions of streams, but I just mean something that we all are going to get excited for. Because I think we can all agree that, and no disrespect to any artists that have dropped so far or that are about to drop, there's nothing that's like getting us eager to sit down and do a review, right? So
Nothing.
let's hope
Even
we
this
get that
upcoming
soon.
releases list, I'm just like, I probably won't
That's
listen
what
to
I was
half
trying
of
to
them.
say, Sam.
I might listen to half of them, but I doubt it. Like, you know, I might listen to the Hit Boy thing by accident. Black Thought, I'm not really caring for, especially because
It's
are
a
they doing that
skimming
thing
thing.
again where they drop it on Luminary? Are they doing that again?
No.
Oh no, but that is another.
Oh wait, Talib Kweli and I think Talib
Madlib.
Kweli's got a new album, on Luminary coming out. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Is it with Madlib or High Tech?
I can't tell you.
I think it might be
It's one of the
Madlib,
two.
but yeah, because that's another one that we forgot to mention. But yeah, there's this. Yeah, I know what you mean, Sam. I know what you mean. No disrespect to any of them, but it's just yeah. Well, let's see. We'll see.
There'll be good
Maybe Slow
music in
Tie
there.
surprises us.
Yeah, we
Pardon?
definitely will hear some of it. I know Sean will listen to most of it or give it a try, and that might spark us to listen to it. But there's just no
I
hype.
thought Sean's New Year's resolution was he's going to listen to less, wasn't it?
Fuck.
That sounds like the exact opposite.
I don't know. Theo's on his whole listen to a different genre
I
of
might
music
need to
every
rely on
day,
you guys.
which is
Oh, I
crazy.
know. That's why none of this inspires me, because I've been finding some sick genres, man, and I've been doing it every day, and I'm just I don't know. I look at the list; it just doesn't inspire me at all. So I'll
Nah,
just be
Theo,
in
you got
different
your boy
genres.
Logic back now, man. It's all
Oh
good.
yeah, no, Logic's what's made me come back. As soon as you put that in, that's actually the first.
The fact that you're saying this with a straight face, like
I'm saying
serious.
I'm saying it with a straight face. I hadn't listened to hip hop in like a month, and then you said Logic, and I came back.
Oh my!
I don't know what's going on.
That's what
Logic
actually
dropped and hip
That's
hop
what
is back.
actually brought me back. That's
How have we
actually
got a
brought
rap
me
and
back.
hip hop podcast, and 2 out of 4 of us don't listen to rap music anymore? What's going on?
We need to get Logic on the podcast.
Oh, that
That's
would
what
be
we
a
need.
fucking
yeah.
killer.
Okay, well, look, let's hope we get surprised, both in terms of what's scheduled to release and also things that might come out of nowhere. But in the meantime, like we say, maybe we need to maybe do this Carter series ranking or talk about Missy Elliott or something like that. So
100.
tune in, listeners. Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening to another episode of The Grey Area. Are you an upcoming artist, critic, journalist, or content creator? Hit us up on our Discord or in our YouTube comments if you want to share new music, take part in an interview, or are interested in collaborating. Links to these can be found in the show notes. Take care.